See, Six Sigma is reducing defects proactively. You don't wait for the defect to happen. Rather, even before a defect happens, you will predict it. You will have a mechanism to predict, oh, this is how the production is going on. Now it is acceptable. But when I continue producing in the same manner, tomorrow everything will get rejected. Right? So you will go to the extent of predicting what is going to happen tomorrow. And so today you will take appropriate action. So Six Sigma is proactive way of preventing the failures. That means you want to do things right at the first time. No failures, no correction. Everything, you do it in a proactive way. So Six Sigma is a defect prevention technique that will help you to produce quality products, that will help you to offer quality services, right? And see, generally organization will lose 20 to 45% of their revenue by producing products with inferior quality. Now, this is called what? Cost of poor quality. This is called cost of poor quality. So any organization, one of the main goal is to produce quality products, to offer quality services. All of you agree with me? Yes. One of the main goal of any organization is produce quality products. Imagine you used Six Sigma, you resolved all the failures one by one. Now your products are defect free. That means, world-class quality. Now, what is your next goal? Once you make your processes produce defect-free output, now you will try to produce outputs faster. Am I right? Earlier, problem was you are not able to produce quality output. But now that is happening. Now, what is your next strategy? Now, good things are happening, but I want to make the good things happen very fast. And how will you make the good things happen very fast? And that is the job of the lean. That is the job of the lean. So Six Sigma will perfect your results. Lean will accelerate your result. Do you understand? Both are important. Produce good products and produce them faster. Your business, will flourish like anything. So 30 to 50% of the cost of poor quality is caused by slow speed and rework. All of you are able to agree with this statement? 30 to 50% of the cost of poor quality is caused by the slow speed and rework. For example, at the time of enrolling in the program, you are asking for a clarification. The team is not able to clarify you, right? And they take 2-3 attempts. First you asked, they gave a wrong reply. Then second time you asked, again they gave a wrong reply. Third time they corrected it. How many of you would like to proceed with the enrollment if they are not giving the correct answer right at the first time? Obviously, no, you don't join, isn't it? So rework will definitely increase your cost of poor quality. Similarly, slow speed. You wanted to join the program. You ask for the payment link and they are providing you after 3 days. Do you think the customer will wait for your link for 3 days? By the time they could have joined some other service provider. So speed, slow speed and rework also contributes to cost of poor quality. If you don't get a certain percentage of people because of your speed, because of your slow speed and because of the rework you do in your process, you are losing your business. So that also accounts to cost of poor quality. So you must try to eliminate both. You must try to eliminate both cost of poor quality due to inferior quality products and cost of poor quality due to slow speed and rework. How will you eliminate the cost of poor quality due to slow speed? That is the job of lean. How will you eliminate the cost of poor quality due to the inferior quality products? That is the defects. That is the job of Six Sigma. And so if you want to produce quality products and do it faster, combine lean and Six Sigma and you will get phenomenal results. So when you really wanted to apply lean Six Sigma and improve the processes, it doesn't mean you have to improve every process. Your company may have thousands of processes. At least the critical processes you must improve, right? So 20% of the processes are critical in any organization. Those 20% of the processes will affect 80% of your results. This is a kind of Pareto rule. So you can use that. And this is what is getting reflected in the 3-dimensional diagram. All of you are seeing this 3D diagram. What is there in the x-axis? Defect percentage. What is there in the y-axis? Non-value adding cost. Non-value adding cost is nothing but cost of poor quality. Non-value adding cost is nothing but cost of poor quality. And now, do you see a z-axis here? Is that axis? What is it saying? Z-axis talks about
Lead time.
lead time. If your lead time is more, your process is slow. If your lead time is less, your process is fast. I want faster process. At the same time, my output should come with a great quality. So x-axis will speak about defects. My goal is to reduce the defect. My Six Sigma's goal is to reduce the defect. As a result, my cost of poor quality will come down. When I apply Six Sigma alone, I am trying to move along the adjacent side of the graph, what you are seeing, the kind of parallelogram you are seeing. That if you move through the adjacent side, that means you are implementing only Six Sigma. As a result, defect comes down. As a result, cost of poor quality comes down. Similarly, if you implement lean separately, now you are moving along the other edge of the polygon. This edge of the polygon will help you to reduce the lead time. As a result, cost of poor quality comes down. When you integrate both, you will be able to move through the diagonal of the polygon. As an advantage, your products will be free from defects. At the same time, it will happen in no time. As a result, cost of poor quality will drastically come down. The moment you achieve Six Sigma levels of capability and above, cost of poor quality generally will go below 1% of the revenue. So how it is made possible? By integrating lean and Six Sigma. All of you understand why we are integrating lean and Six Sigma? Six Sigma reduces defects, so my cost of poor quality comes down. Lean reduces the lead time, so then also my cost of poor quality comes down. As a result, my profit margin will become thicker. Not only that, customer will find my products very cheaper. I no need to increase the price to make my profit margins thicker. I will reduce the price of the product. At the same time, I will see to that my profits are very thick. This is the advantage Lean and Six Sigma will give you. So what is the focus of Six Sigma? Or what is the focus of Lean? The focus of Lean is eliminating waste. Do you know what is waste? Anything which doesn't add value is called a waste. But when you say value, whether value is adding or value is not adding, you have to see your work from the customer point of view. From the customer point of view, if what you are doing is value adding, then only Lean considers it as value adding. You should not think from your point of view. You are moving a small piece of paper from your table to the next table. Do you think your customer wants, if the customer wants you to move the paper, then it is value adding. If the customer simply doesn't care whether you are moving the paper or not, you give me the result, that's all. Whether you move the paper or not, that really doesn't matter. Then that is actually called non-value adding. For example,
downtime.
Yeah, a machine downtime. Very good. The machine downtime. The machine is
Inventory.
The machine is under maintenance. There is inventory, and then there is a lot of transportation. That is happening in delivering the product to the customer. It has to go to the warehouse, and then it has to go to the distributor. Again, it has to go to the retailer, and then it goes to the customer. And then the layout is completely zigzag. My product has to go up and down. Unnecessary transportation. All these things, do you think your customer will appreciate? Don't appreciate. Or imagine you are going to a restaurant, you are parking your car. You are parking your car in the restaurant, and when you eat and finish the dining, and you get the bill. The bill is saying that parking charge 100 rupees. Do you like the way the restaurant is billing you?
No.
100 rupees parking charge. If the restaurant says, will you again go to the restaurant?
No.
That means if you charge your customer for the parking, that is a non-value adding activity, what you are doing. The expectation is, they want the parking, but they don't want to pay you. You need to understand, whenever the customer doesn't like to pay you for the work you are doing, you must understand that is non-value adding. So the focus of Lean is to eliminate all non-value adding stuff. From your point of view, you might think, oh, we should charge the customer, but customer is not willing to pay. Right? And that you need to understand. The focus of Six Sigma is to eliminate the defects. Any non-conformance. Customer specification is something, but what you produced is something else. Customer has ordered for a toothbrush. but you produced a tongue cleaner. Do you think the customer will buy it? Definitely he is not going to buy it, right? Whatever he asks, only that you are supposed to produce. So any deviation from the target will produce defects. The goal of Six Sigma is reduce the defects. How it is doing? So lean will eliminate the wasteful activities in your business process by eliminating or reducing non-value adding activity. Eliminating or reducing non-value adding activity. How Six Sigma is helping you to reduce the defects? By reducing the variation. What is this variation? Part to part variation or process variation. Part to part variation or process variation. If you are in a service industry, instead of variation, you can use the word ambiguity. Because service industry always problem happens while understanding the customer requirement. So I convey something, you understand in some other way. That is called ambiguity. So variation becomes the killer in manufacturing industry. Ambiguity becomes the killer in service industry. Right. Anyway, it both are forms of variation. So successful implementation of lean will reduce the lead time.
Sir?
Yes. Yes. Anybody want to ask me anything? No questions? Yeah, feel free to interrupt me if there are any questions. Even in between, you can ask me your questions. Right. So lean will eliminate the waste by reducing the lead time. Six Sigma will eliminate the defects by reducing the rejections and the rework. Rejections and the rework. And then lean will improve on-time deliveries in your organization. Six Sigma will improve the quality of the products and services. Lean will make you effective. Six Sigma will make you efficient. What is the difference between effective and efficient? Right? So efficiency, hopefully all of you know, right? I consume less and produce more result. Effectiveness means on-time delivery, is an effectiveness. The item to be delivered on the 10th of September or 10th of October. You are delivering exactly on 10th of October. That means you are very effective. But how you did it in your company, that efficiency is different. But you are very effective. Instead of 10th, when you deliver the item on 12th, now there is no effectiveness, isn't it? And not only delay, if you deliver early, that is also not considered effective, isn't it? Because the delivery is expected on 10th. Can you deliver on 8th? Your customer is not willing to get your item supplied on 8th. He will clearly say, see, I told you to arrange the dispatch on 10th only. If you send it 1 week earlier, I am not going to receive your load. I will send it back. That means what you
inventory.
Yeah,
inventory.
that will create an inventory. So producing early is also a problem. When will you understand? Only when you understand the lean principles, right? So how good you are in terms of running a lean process, how good you are in terms of making your organization efficient. You can use metrics such as process cycle efficiency and Sigma level. Process cycle efficiency will let you understand how effective you are. That's called process cycle efficiency. Similarly, Sigma level will help you to understand how efficient you are in delivering the results to your client. So this is the major difference between lean and Six Sigma. So there are different belt levels. So that will help your employer or your organization understand your ability to work on Six Sigma project. If you are a white belt, it simply means you have the basic understanding to appreciate Six Sigma efforts. Suppose if you are a CEO in your company, at least you should be a believer of quality principles. You should be a believer of Six Sigma principles and lean principles. Then only lean and Six Sigma will get implemented smoothly in your company. So a white belt means you just become a believer and then you will offer your support towards successful deployment of Lean Six Sigma. But it is not enough for you to participate in a project. If you want to participate in a project, you must graduate to the next level called yellow belt. Yellow belt means you will work under the guidance of green belts, because you are not a master of all the 5 phases. You are not a master of all the steps inside each phase, and you are not a master of all the tools and techniques that are required. But you understand the seriousness of the project what you are currently working on. You also understand the importance of working with the data, right? And so if any task is given to you, you will do it sensibly. So particularly the data collection activity, where if you are giving to somebody, he should at least be an yellow belt. If the person who is collecting the data is not an yellow belt, then he can do, he can create nonsense in your project. He can collect data from an irrelevant source. He can collect data in a wrong way, and that will make your data unworthy for any analysis. So there is no point working with unworthy data in a Six Sigma project. So yellow belts are definitely required in any project, but they will work under the guidance of green belts or black belts. And then next immediate level is green belt. You will be mastering all the 5 phases. You know the importance of all the tools and techniques. The only limitation is advanced statistical tools and techniques. You may not be thorough. Particularly the tools, solution optimization tool like DOE, design of experiments, ANOVA, and some of the approaches like quality function deployment, tools like PPPPK, and those are the names given to all the team members, right? If you master all the tools which are by which each team is named, then that will differentiate you from from the green belt and the black belt. But as a green belt, you can handle small and mid-sized project, but the project scope should be limited to the department you are working. That means if you are a marketing manager, then you must take up the project only related to marketing. Don't worry about what is the problem going on in the production department or what is going on in the dispatch. Your job is limited only to marketing. But cross-functional project, complex project, as a black belt you can handle, because those are the job of a black belt. And generally black belts are I would say green belts are 1 in 100 in any organization, and black belts are 1 in 200 in any organization. Black belts will mentor the green belts and then other yellow belts in the project. And not only that, they will also lead the cross-functional project. Generally, they do 6 to 8 projects in a year. And master black belts, the next level, and he is the person who will develop the KPIs and metrics. We have discussed KPI and metrics. Who will develop the KPI and metric for your company? The master black belt. Generally, master black belts are just 1 or 2 in the whole organization. Definitely his position, his roles, responsibility, and the packages, pay packages, everything will be way beyond imagination. The master black belt will work closely with the top management, and he will simply take care of almost 90% of the training requirements in the company. That means he will produce the black belts and green belts for the company. So definitely your career position will be at its best. And then these are leadership position, project champion and sponsor. I don't say this is a specific training based title, but these are mainly based on your role. If you are a person who is having the authority to approve a project, then you are called a project sponsor. Or if you are a person responsible to help the team succeed in producing the result, then you are called a champion, project champion. Project champion will allot the resources as approved by the sponsor to the project team. And whenever the team is facing an issue, a roadblock, they are not able to get some testing done, or some manpower is not sufficient, it is the job of the champion to remove the roadblock, right? So this is the infrastructure, a kind of people infrastructure required to make every project a successful project.
So, sir, can I see that slide before this? Slide before that? Before this, just before this. Oh, okay. No,
yes. No. Any question here?
No. Okay, thank you.
All right. So, what is the focus of Six Sigma?